So I thought I'd come on here. I thought I'd come on here and do a quick first half of the stream to show what we've been doing offline. Let's get the Minecraft window nicely sized to screen. I keep forgetting to do that. I've actually got a new audio setup going on here, so hopefully you can hear me a bit better. I'm trying to put Minecraft and microphone sound into separate tracks and all of that stuff. Anyway, this is where we were. If you remember, we were tidying up the side of the mountain here and doing whatever. So I thought we'd give an update about what I've been doing and what I've been thinking, and then I'll stream again later and do some actual work because I've got to go out later. So what I've done here is, well, first we got these houses here, and I wasn't sure what to do. And I built a little pergola beside it. I thought all the people in the house might want to sit out. But then after I did it, I thought, oh, that looks just like a restaurant terrace. So I extended this thing along around the corner of the square, which I really liked. And there's vines growing over it. So this is kind of a restaurant, I think. And this is really nice. These are campfires that you put out with water, splash water or whatever kind of water. And they make a really nice sort of wicker roof. It looks really cool. I love that. Across the top, and I was very happy with that in the corner. And then you can see I've put a fountain in front of it with a dragon head releasing the water into the fountain. I tried putting the dragon head behind the water so it comes out of its mouth, but it just kind of gets half covered and doesn't look right, so I've put it above it now. And then finally I've sharpened up the edge of it here, so instead of having a small slope of scenery, I've cut it off sharp, put some steps down symmetrically, matched it round, and put just some detailing here. It's just some water going nowhere. Not sure I'll keep that, but it's something for the moment. So yeah, that was what's been done here. This now needs some work. It's a bit messy. I don't like that you come down these stairs now and it's all sort of messy and grassy and a bit crappy, and then it comes to a sort of formal square. Not sure. Need to think about how to blend all that in. And then I've flattened the base off down to here, so this can then be used as a square or something with houses. This pile of dirt here and grass, not sure I want that there. I might need to flatten all of that out, but then I might need to rework how this stream works a little bit, just so the water doesn't spill everywhere. I'd like to keep the stream. I really like that effect of it coming down and going out of the path and trickling down the hill. But then I'm not sure what we're doing down here, particularly if I come out here and look back. This hillside here, I don't know how to keep mobs off it. I might have this kind of conceptually being outside the town. So there's a gate out of the town, out of my house, out of the town here. And I've got a kind of a ferny gully up here. I don't know if we looked at this already, which I filled with trees and leaves and put water down it that wasn't there and rooted it through the gully, so it looks nice. But this feels like an outside the town area, so I might bring this this wall thing. I might bring that down somewhere, maybe there or somewhere, and make another wall here, maybe further along. I don't know, somewhere, maybe over here. So it might be that this pond thing ends up outside the city. It might be an idea to do it straight into the side of the tower in a straight line. That might work. And then I might need to fiddle with how the path works. Anyway, so it might be that we have an outside the city place here to deal with. I've done one wing of the roof of the university now, or the roof, so that's finished and looks nice. I've started working on the next one. They're very time consuming. I played with structure blocks and they're fucking useless. I managed to copy, finally, half or a third of the wing into a structure block, but then I couldn't paste the bloody thing anywhere. You have to rotate it and mirror it, and it just fucked everything up. Until I just gave up and had to reset the world back to a backup because it was just totally messed up. So structure blocks are horrible to try and use. I can't work out a slick, quick way of using them. There's the view across the town. It looks really nice, isn't it? I've got clouds on at the moment, but I think they're too low in the sky because they shouldn't be up above the cathedral. It doesn't make sense. I'm just going to set it to daytime. So yeah, that's what's been going on there. The other thing that crossed my mind when I was playing with these fires here, I remembered that I've got an area that I also wanted to use them for, which is all the way over here. Nope, laggy. So all the way back over here, it was the first base thing I built away from home. Stop lagging me back. First thing I built away from home after the rubbishy watchtower thing. I found a little lake island. Why can't I sprint in the sky? It just lags. I found a little island in the lake, so this goes along. This will all be developed somehow. I haven't decided yet whether it's in the town or out of the town or exactly how the town boundaries work, whether there's going to be a smaller wall around the outer town. I don't know. Anyway, over here, um, so this road on the left here goes over to my watchtower, and all of this area bounded is going to be developed somewhere, definitely. Not sure about the other side. But this side, this is my lake house, and this used to have a great big formal stone bridge going up to the top floor and going into the roof here because I didn't know what I was doing back in the day and I just kept the levels the same. It was a nice bridge, but it wasn't right. So again, this is something I'd seen that again the campfires make a really nice sort of rope bridge floor. They look really cool. So we built a rope bridge across, which just goes in. I've jiggled around with the house a bit, made it a little bit more natural looking, put some logs through it, changed up some of the textures and colours. It's not great, but I'm not getting rid of it. And all this is some posts here sunk down with some fence sort of holding the bridge. That's all that is. I mean, just a nice idea to use the camp things like that. And just for memory, if we go back along this path here, all this on the left will be developed. This will be fields, farmland, crops. Not sure yet. Maybe the animals will go there. And where the trees are here on the left, this will be sort of lower density housing of some sort. Maybe bigger gardens or maybe keep some of the trees. I'm not sure. On the right, not sure. This is this watchtower. Um, and over there is the zombie village. That was the first village I ever found in the whole game. I climbed up to the watchtower and stared to what felt like an incredibly far distance. Back in the day, I was so scared of distance, and it was a dead zombie village. So I refurbished that a few months ago. I repaired all of the buildings, took the cobwebs away, went and got some villagers from another village, put them into it, let them breed, fix their area up. Yeah, now there's a golem all over the crops. There's two golems. Anyway, that's kind of now a self-sufficient village, so it's quite cool. And I might incorporate that village into my suburbs. I might, not sure. So this watchtower path here goes up to a bridge to the main square here. I've also put in this path here. It's the fourth compass direction of the watchtower, which it's needed for ages. Not sure it needs to go under the hill there. Maybe it needs a bit of landscape changes. But anyway, this is the path that's going to go up, and here you can see it tags into the back of the university. This is the sort of development area. This is a mess. This needs the hill fixing. It's just a mess. This is I don't like doing landscape, but it's got to be done at some point. So that hill needs rounding down and over and making this path a bit narrower, maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah, not sure. The last thing, so much lag. The last thing I want to look at doing is the bridge here that I brought out. I don't think that by building a load of houses over here, it's going to tie up to the town on this side. And I don't want it to feel like two separate towns. I want it joined up. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to use the bridges and put houses on the bridges, like the Ponte Vecchio in, where is it, Florence, and other medieval bridges. They've got buildings on the side of them. So not this first bit, I think I'll leave as is, because this has a nice straight up view of the cathedral, which I quite like, but then it bends around the side. And then I think certainly all along this bit here, which is just a long straight line, we can have buildings along the side of it. And along this bit here, we can have buildings on the side, and maybe that little bit over there. And then in the middle, we might even have a little square because I was thinking this angle here, if I fill that up and make it into a big sort of square and put some supports under it, we might have a little square in the middle of the bridge. And if I keep the style sort of the same with the houses, I don't know how, I don't know, something like that. It'll help tie the whole place together. I think the bridges will need widening and they'll need arches and things putting in. I'm not sure of the style yet. I need to think about that and look at some pictures of bridges. Um, but yeah, that's another bit of the project to do. But I mean, this is all going to take ages, and I need to work out what I'm putting over here. It feels like I've just got to build thousands of half-timbered bloody buildings, and I'm a bit over them at the moment, so apologies that I'm being slow. Cool. Well, that's the end of that. I will come on later and do some building stream, and I think I'm just going to be fixing some more of the university up, might play with some of the arches. I will also do the Wither at some point. I don't know if I've said before, this world is half creative and half survival. So the idea is that we play survival in survival mode validly. And then in creative mode, we only use objects and materials that I've obtained validly in survival. So there's a few things like there's no beacons or anything like that going on at the moment because I haven't actually tackled the Wither. And when I do it, I'll do it in survival mode. I'll go back and pick up my survival weapons, my materials that I validly obtained in survival, and do that properly. And I've done all of it like that. And the idea is that you can play these creative areas in survival. They're all lit up properly. They will work in survival. Um, yeah, so it's a kind of a halfway house sort of world. Uh, I'm just trying to pluck up courage for the Wither yet because it's going to make a mess, and I need to go off somewhere to destroy the landscape while I do it. Right, that's all. I will stream later, and we'll see what that might be. Bye.